Batman Arkham Asylum is far from a children's game. From tiptoeing through Killer Croc's lair to unnerving run-ins with the Joker, Arkham Asylum has a way of keeping the environment tense. I felt as if it was only right to include this game in my Disturbing Level series, but which encounter to choose? Although the entire game shares a rather grim undertone, it quickly becomes clear that our meetings with Scarecrow should do justice in representing the dark side of Batman Arkham Asylum.
Wonderful Bat, you're in my world now.
For those who haven't played Batman Arkham Asylum, the Scarecrow encounter isn't simply one segment of the game. See, Scarecrow, this horrific shell of a man, exploits his victims with fear gas that he can either inject through the numerous syringes on his hand or as mist in the air. This leads his victims to undergo severe levels of panic and anxiety, often to the point of death. Luckily, Batman is suspiciously more immune to this strain of drugs than the other victims. While it may not kill him, he does experience severe hallucinations. This causes the Scarecrow encounters to appear almost randomly throughout the game. Simply walking through a library can be interrupted by a fear gas-induced nightmare, setting you face to face with a colossal Scarecrow. We get 3 of these nightmares throughout the game, so let's start with Nightmare 1. Nightmare 1 is triggered upon entering the elevator leading to the medical facility. We're greeted by the horrific screams of medical staff as seen before, and Commissioner Gordon being dragged to his death. Although we are left to wonder whether this is real or merely a hallucination, our focus is disrupted upon entering the morgue. The floor begins to be swarmed with bugs as the walls seem to crumble at your feet. The morgue is left silent, but soon becomes occupied by ghost-like whispers. Doors seem to swing open and shut, and the only place left to go is back the way you came. Attempting to leave only leads to another morgue room, with the only difference being 3 body bags on the counters. The bags seem to shake, leaving Batman with no choice but to open them up. The first one being his dead father.
Father, you should have stood up to him, son. Like a man.
The second one being his dead mother.
Help us, Bruce. Don't let us die.
And the third one being none other than Scarecrow himself, ready to send Batman on a fear-induced trip. The depressing look of the morgue, accompanied by the faint whispers of ghosts, is only deemed darker once you add Batman's dead, half-decomposed parents to the mix. Nightmare 2 is triggered after burning Dr. Young's formula. Joker chimes in for a couple of quips as gas fills the room. You proceed on, but it's not long before a trip down Wayne Manor quickly turns grim. As you walk, the hallways progressively start to transform into a dark, rain-filled alley. Wind begins to carry papers along the street as you listen to the Wayne family on the night of their murder. We hear an armed man approach, and although your father is prepared to give whatever to save his family, the sound of gunshots are inevitable.
Hold it there, man.
Please, there's no need for this.
Stay where you are. I'll shoot.
I'll give you whatever you want.
Tom! Oh God, Tom!
Cries from your mother are shed until a final shot rings as she suffers the same fate. The entire conversation is eerie, forcing players to imagine what's happening since only the audio is heard. You are then morphed into a younger version of Batman, forced to relive the murder of your parents as a child. We get a glimpse of the scene. As your mother lies over your father's corpse, you have nothing left to do but just drop to your knees. The scene continues as we hear the opinions that others have of the Wayne family.
No, he's 8 years old and all alone. Money won't fix that.
Whatever you say, Gordon. His butler's on his way to pick him up. You hear that? He's got a butler.
Many lack remorse for young Batman due to his wealth, claiming he has all the money in the world and no place to receive pity. This second jab at Batman's dead parents and his dark life as a child adds an uncomfortable and depressing feeling to the encounter, leaving a sour taste in players' mouths as they proceed with the campaign. Nightmare 3 occurs right before entering the sewers. The screen begins to glitch out and freeze before sending us to an alternate timeline. One where the Joker is in control and Batman is insane. Tied to a dolly, we actually get to play as the Joker. This moment is only brief though, as it's not long before we are back in Batman's shoes with the pistol pointed towards our head. A quick execution is met with a swift resurrection as we enter Scarecrow's realm one last time. While Nightmare 3 does not nearly share the same depressing elements as 1 and 2, it does add some disturbing imagery. We get glimpses of how Batman would look given he went insane, and one unsettling apparition of Batman squatting down, eating the flesh and stomach of a decomposed rat. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more disturbing levels and creepy moments in games, feel free to click that subscribe button. If you like this type of content, it would help tremendously for you to click that like button. It helps YouTube push the video to new viewers and expand my reach. Thank you all so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.